Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, friend.
Oh my goodness.
It's Pam and Deveter.
It's Pam and Deveter live. Feels like it's been forever.
Because it has been.
It has
I don't
been.
know the last time we went live together. I don't know.
Well, that's going to change. The new year is time for resolutions.
Yes.
And my resolution, I resolve to make sure we go live together at least once a month. Preferably more than that. But
that makes me so happy.
This is ridiculous.
How
is it so long?
It's been a really long time. Like, you guys have done all these amazing lives with all these super cool people, and I've just been sitting in the background like, hi.
No.
How's it going?
No.
Hi.
Diane is here. Hi, Diane.
Hello, sunshine. Oh, I miss Diane. I miss you.
Annie and Cheryl and Vic. I miss you too. I'm so glad we're here and we get to chat. And there's no real plan. I'll tell you that. I just really wanted to go live with you and hang out with you.
It's so funny, you guys. I just reached out to Pam and just to say hi because I hadn't spoken to her in a little while. And she was like, hi, want to go live on Friday? I was like, sure, let's do it.
That's exactly how it went. Oh my goodness. So how were your holidays? How was the new year?
Holidays were good. It went by super fast. You know, my kids are big now. So the fun, I find that with older, like teens, the holidays are not as fun as they used to be. Like, there are no toys to put together. There's no mad rush for the batteries to make sure all the things work. They're just like, okay, give me the money, give me the clothes, and I'm going to go to my room.
It is so different. Even shopping for my 12-year-old was different because it's like, I just want a new laptop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
where's the fun in that?
But it's like these high ticket items, and I understand why. But then it's like, if we were to do that, you would get one present.
Right.
And then you have to remember, is this more about me?
Right.
Or is it about, and yeah, it's wild. My 8-year-old still has a list, 4,000 pages long.
You know, I know. So I try, to do things that are going to be fun, and I try to go the nostalgic route. So I'm like, okay, let's pull out all the old games. Let's just have game night, that kind of thing. So it's not about the gifts. It's not about the presents, but it's really about spending time together. And so we did have a lot of fun playing games and, just spending time together because they don't really want to spend time with us anymore. Yeah, it's not. I miss when they were little. Like, when they were little, we had to put together doll houses and bikes and dress up the doll. Like, I have some pictures of my husband when they were maybe 7 years old, and Leah was trying to put clothes on her Ken doll, and she couldn't figure it out. So she gave it to her dad, and he had to dress the doll. And I was like, oh, so that time has come and gone.
Oh, I love that. And we always do a family gift every year that is a board game.
Yep.
And so this year we decided to sprinkle the trauma around and got the game Perfection.
Ooh.
So that, when you have to put the pieces in and then it explodes.
Yes.
And my son, what is the fun in this? This is stressful. And we were like, it is a rite of passage. That is what it is.
I wonder if other people do that family game gift, because we do the same thing. And years past, and excuse me if I sound all nasally, I'm getting over a cold or something. I don't know what's going on. So I sound a little manly today. But I'm curious to know if anybody else does a game gift for the whole family to participate in. Share in the comments, you guys. Let us know.
We have Operation. Operation was last year's gift. Apparently, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Mandy from YouTube.
Hi, Mandy.
So
straight up childhood trauma triggers.
It is so fun. And so we raced to see, first of all, like how many pieces can you get
Mhm.
in the time? And then like,
Mhm.
so there's a little friendly competition. And then if, once you get good you can get them all in, then it's how much time left.
Mm.
It is so we had a blast with it. Um, so that's what everyone's talking about, how cold or snowy it is too. I don't know how it is in New York right now, Deveter, but
So I don't know. I don't go outside anymore. I just stay in I'm like, I think I went out yesterday and it was like 17 degrees. And I was like, I feel like this is not right.
yeah,
And I don't want to be a part of this. So I'm gonna go in the house. Right now it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's supposed to snow today. So my son got a spam text yesterday that said that schools were closed today. And I was like, yeah, buddy, I didn't get anything about schools being closed. You're going to school, pal.
nice try.
Nice.
I'm not even going to tell you how cold it is here. You don't want to know.
How cold
Um,
is it, Pam?
so I have something's blocking so that I could hold up my computer better. So there's something kind of blocking the comments. So if I'm kind of going to the side,
I was wondering what you were
that's
doing.
it's why. So it is frigid here, and I'm almost never cold.
Oh, man.
So right, um, I'm cold.
Oh,
Like it
man.
is cold, cold. Minus 40 with the with the wind chill. Sorry, which is the same Celsius and Fahrenheit.
Uh-huh.
So that's what it feels like outside. So I think it's only minus 25,
Only.
which I mean it's normal where I am. It just hasn't been that cold, so it was a bit of a shock
Yeah.
because I went to as you might have seen my latte.
Yes.
So I had a chiropractor's appointment this morning, so I treated myself to
Good for
my.
you.
Thank you. Um, and so it was the kind of cold where when I go to the drive-through, the window wouldn't roll down. So it was stuck, and I'm like, am I gonna have to do this thing where I have to open my door?
Oh,
But
man.
thankfully I kind of hit it a little bit, and then it
Yeah.
started to go so slow. Like it was painful even for the car to
Oh,
do. Yeah,
no.
it's
Oh,
so,
my
so cold.
goodness. I saw a post on my Facebook page. I live in a small community, and unfortunately, we have a lot of stray cats in our area. And
Wow.
it was a picture of these two little kittens inside, like the hood of the car, like where the motor and stuff is. So
Yes.
it was a notice to like bang on the hood of your car before you start your car because
Yeah.
all the little animals are trying to keep warm. I was like, oh my God, poor little cats. So yeah, that's not fun.
I'm so
So
sorry, Haley.
what
I'm
happened?
so sorry.
Checking
So
poor
sorry.
Haley.
I have to say, so I am going to Austin again next month to go
Yay!
check in on the warehouse and do a visit and meet some of the new team members there. And even I am looking forward to the
So
work. Mind you,
Texas got a cold snap too.
yeah. So
You know
like
that.
I do understand that
Yeah, it
it's
might
it's
not
cold for
be.
Texas, but compared to minus 40, I mean,
I feel you.
it's not too
I
bad.
hear you.
It's
I
not too
hear
bad.
you.
Hi, everybody. We have more people joining us.
Hello, friends. Coletta's here. Hello, darling. It's so
Hello,
good to see you
hello.
guys.
Oh, so we kind of touched on New Year's resolutions a little bit, and I know
Mhm.
they're controversial. Some
They
people refuse, some people love them. I kind of like them, but I think it's more the way I view them, maybe.
And how is that, Miss Pam?
Yeah. Well, that's a great question, Davida. Let me tell you. I just see it, especially after the rush of the holidays. I take
Mhm,
it as an opportunity for me to like reflect a little bit
mhm,
and just like, you know, think of, do some introspection, think about what's most important for me.
mm,
And I don't do anything that I feel is either unrealistic,
mhm,
unattainable, or going to cause additional stress.
mm,
So I don't, it's not so much. I'm trying to think of like I started a habit tracker is one of them. So I just want to make sure I'm drinking enough water
good for you.
and sleeping better and getting enough steps in. So that like those are the things I'm focusing on because I've already kind of been like I have a smartwatch.
Uh-huh.
I've been kind of doing it, but it's more so just what can I do to support overall health or my well-being or
Mhm.
things like that. And so these trackers, because I got a little one of those cute little grid book bullet journal type things.
Uh-huh.
It's just for me to a way for me to see progress over time or to see like, oh, you know what? It's actually been like a week
Mhm.
where I haven't been sleeping well. And so what is
Mhm.
causing that? Or,
Mhm.
it's just a way for me to kind of reassess. But I know it's also a fun time to do some like silly kind of resolutions too, like uh whatever they may be, or sorry, I shouldn't say silly, but like opportunities to try new things.
Trying
So
to
one
think.
of the big
Yeah.
ones we see a lot in our community is um, what new stitch do you want to try this year, or what
Right.
project did you want to tackle? So for you, Deveter, how do you view resolutions? Is
So
it
I don't really do resolutions. I don't. I do try. I was looking for my piece of paper where I think about SMART goals. So specific,
yes,
measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Those are the things that I really try to focus on. So think of one thing that is a real goal for me and how I'm going to make that specific, how I'm going to make it measurable, how I'm going to make it attainable, relevant, and time bound more so than a resolution because I feel like you put so much pressure on yourself when you're gonna, when you say this is my resolution for 2024. I've done that. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. And I'm like, by the time forget about month. By the time week 3 gets here, I'm like, yeah, what did I say I was gonna do? So for
exactly.
me, it's like start small and tick things off as I go. Like I'm a list maker. So I'm like, okay, here are the things on my list. Let me check them
Yeah,
off as I go. So
that's I hear you.
yeah,
That's where the whole habit tracker thing came in as well,
yes.
right? Because it
Yeah.
there's something to be said for how like knowing yourself
Mm-hmm.
and how
Mm-hmm.
you work and how to like work small improvements or goals or whatever they may be into a system that's already working for you.
Yes.
The worst thing you can do is build yourself a system that works against your natural instincts or what you're inclined to do. It's silly.
Absolutely. And then, following the trends and things that other people are doing, just because it's working for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's okay. Like we have to be okay with not being on trend or what everybody else is doing and how everybody else is goal setting. Like you said, Pam, knowing yourself is really half the battle. Knowing what you're going to do. Like I'm not going to go outside and run a mile. It's just not going to happen. I know that. That's the truth for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not
Mhm.
even going to make that a part of my resolution or goal, but I am going to try and get up from my computer and limit my screen time. I can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I had read Atomic Habits
Mhm.
a couple years ago.
Yep, I have that one.
Um, yeah, and it kind of talked about those same sort of things, right? It's about just I think that's the right book.
Yeah, yeah, Atomic Habits. It does talk about like setting habits. Um, but first
Small
really
incremental, yeah.
small incremental, yeah, like figuring out who you are and just watching yourself. I don't think we do that. I don't think we pay attention to the things we do. We just do it. Sometimes we're just on autopilot and we just do it, like me and not eating breakfast. I know I don't eat breakfast still.
Do I need to start messaging you again? Do I?
But that's something I know about myself, and I
Yeah,
had to make a conscious decision to do better, to treat myself better. So I think that can be a habit, making sure, okay, I know I need to fill my cup with my water and move through my day. So yeah.
I agree. Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, that makes me really happy. I really like hearing, especially, and I think that comes with time and experience
Yes.
and sometimes certain events that happen that cause you to kind of take a look again. And I love that you touched on the trends. And I
Mm-hmm.
think Especially with um, TikTok and Reels
Mhm.
are the two that I've seen this a lot in.
Mhm.
Everyone is quick to offer a solution. And because
Mhm.
they're so short, these clips, right? Like they're a minute, maybe 3 minutes long. Um, so as opposed to like a YouTube, maybe webinar or something where you'd have to watch an entire hour
Right.
to
To get
hear
the gist.
everything. So
Yeah.
there's these little clips about how an idea or a thought helped someone achieve a goal that is also a goal of yours. And so then
Mhm.
there can be that tendency to try to implement that in your life as well, which isn't, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because I do the same. That's where the habit tracker thing came in. So I totally get it. But I think it's also making sure that you recognize that either whether or not it fits into your lifestyle. And I don't know if it said A or B or one or two. The second thing is
Either or.
the second thing that I try to do as well is give myself permission at the onset to recognize that it is not going to work for me because it goes against my natural tendencies or instincts or timeframes or budget or whatever it is, and be okay saying, all right, I tried it.
Yep.
It didn't work.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I think like I said before, we put so much pressure on ourselves to do the thing. And like you said, it doesn't always line up. Like my lifestyle and your lifestyle completely different. And that's okay. Like
Mhm.
that's okay. I think, figuring out like this is something that I want to change or this is something I want to implement in my life. And you have to figure out which way that works best for you as an individual. Just because it became popular on social platforms for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's okay. Even with crocheting, even with this wonderful skill that we have that we absolutely love, that's a part of our, whole ethos of who we are. The way I crochet and the way you crochet is completely different. So even though I might have followed your pattern to a T, the way it comes out for me, it's going to come out different for you. And that's okay.
Well, it might be because you're not checking your gauge at the start.
But we're not going to talk about gauge today, Pam. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But that's absolutely why it didn't come out the same way because I
I
did
was
not get
waiting. I was waiting. I have to say that one was sitting there. I was waiting for you to finish that sentence.
Hush, Pam.
Oh, all right. I could talk about this. I am so passionate about this. I could
Mhm,
talk about it
mhm.
for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, pardon me, this is something that we are also doing at Furls. This is something
Mhm,
we've been really working on is how to um like to really objectively look at where things are going well,
mhm,
where they're not,
mhm,
and try being okay trying
mhm,
something small,
mhm,
seeing if that works. If
mhm,
it does, then we're going to go to the next step. If it
mhm,
doesn't, then we need to reevaluate and go back a step instead of
mhm,
just, there's the tendency as people to just think, oh, this is the solution or where I want to be, and
mhm.
then going for it too
Hold
quickly
on.
or
Yeah.
yeah, or not really. So it's yeah, so I could talk about this forever, but I will not because I know everyone don't. Okay, so
I am not
heard,
alone, apparently.
heard.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. You know what? Gauge is not a four-letter word.
It is. It's a cuss. It's a cuss word.
Thank you, Haley. Um,
I think so. I'm gonna be again. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't understand it. Like I have what is this little thingy? I have this little thingy that's supposed to
uh-huh.
help me figure it out. It's close by. You see, I pulled it out so easily. I don't know how to use it. I don't understand it, so I don't do it.
I think you just need to do some introspection here, Deveter, and recognize that you do not feel it is important enough. All right. Let's talk
Sorry. Okay.
about It's okay. It's fine. Okay. Let's instead talk about something else. So I saw a question that I did not ignore, although it is hard to see all of them with this
Oh,
thing
Lord.
standing. With this, but someone had asked. Here we go, Patricia. Is there any Odyssey version coming up? We again, I know we've gone into this so many times over the past year or two about, you know, the story behind the how Odysseys were produced, the limitation, the hand poured, handmade, what comes with, you know, the types of materials that were used for them, and then with the retirement of Jill and the team who had worked so tirelessly on them for years. So I hope Jill's enjoying her retirement because I know it was well deserved, and I just hope she's having a great time. So with that, we have been working, pardon me, with a research and development company who is helping us come out with new lines of crochet hooks. And so it's not just one, there are multiples that are in the works, which is really exciting, all at different stages. And one of the first things we did was we did pause one of our projects to get Streamline Metal back up and running more quickly. Yes. And so I can't tell you too much, but you know that I can't not say anything because then it wouldn't be me on live. So what I will tell you is that we have a new hook coming towards, most likely towards the end of the year, just knowing all the different processes, because it is a tool, a crochet hook that is going to be made up of different components, kind of like Odyssey was. So there's going to be different, it is a lot more complex of a project, and there's a lot more fine tuning that needs to happen. But it's chugging along, and we've actually received samples from a few different vendors over the past week. So we're in the testing phase. So depending on how that goes and what our findings are, will dictate the rest of the process and how fast it comes to market. But there are a couple of other tools that aren't multi-component tools, which are also in the same type of process where samples are being shipped. I think I don't have them yet, but I know they've been ordered. And so we're going to be testing different materials and products. There's a lot going on, but one of our big goals is to be as innovative as we can be. So even though this is a tool that has, or a craft that has been around for hundreds of years, we know that it doesn't mean there isn't room for innovation in the tools that are used for this craft. So that is something we're very passionate about and working on. And we're so excited, and we'll definitely be keeping you in the loop on some of the progress that happens with that. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's so exciting. You know, like I always say about furrows, you guys are always innovating and thinking of different things and different ways to bring tools to the market. And so we're excited to see what you guys do for sure. I know whatever it is going to be beautiful, it's going to be functional, you know, and it's going to make us want to crochet forever and ever. So yay.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
Yay.
Not the end.
Not
There is some news. I have those samples here as well.
Ooh.
Actually, this is funny because we were talking about resolutions and like knowing your processes. One of the things that I'm trying to work on here is how many samples I have and how to best store them. And you know, when this is a tiny room, it's I think like 5 by 7 maybe. It is a tiny room. And so putting all of the samples in here, and then especially once the photography happens, which I do as well, I get every size of the product for photography. So it's like trying to keep everything separated.
So I can only imagine.
It is I need an assistant just to help clean up my home,
Organize, yeah.
which
So,
is why it's still not painted, because you can see I'm trying to like, yeah, we'll get
okay, I
there.
thought it was the light, and then I was like, no, that's a paint swatch. You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
a half finished project of Pam's that has been going on for too long. So, smaller silver streamlines, they're coming by March, I think.
What's smaller? Like, what's the hook size?
Smaller than 4 millimeter. I don't remember off the top of my head which sizes were ordered. So sometime before the spring, I believe.
Awesome.
You know what? Forget I said that. Because I don't know the timeline, but it is like first half of
Coming.
this year. I
It's in
don't
the
remember if
works.
it's been ordered or being ordered, but it's happening. So
And the streamlines, the metal streamlines, are they made in the US or are they made overseas?
they're made overseas,
Okay,
and that is how we were able to get them um, machine made.
gotcha.
They're So we had samples from all over the world, including a few places in North America,
Hmm.
Canada, and the U.S. And so we tested all of them, and so the one that we chose was the our favorite hook out of
Okay.
all the samples we tested. So yeah, it just happened to be overseas.
Okay. That's
Oh, is Furls making a larger project bag? I love the new leather clutch. Yes, we are. We are reworking our old leather project bags, so making the straps thicker so that
mm,
mhm. um reworking the interior pockets and hook slots and optimizing it. So it's in the works. It's in the works.
yeah, I would love for the leather bag, the pockets to be a little deeper. You know what I mean? And a
I
little bit
do.
wider, like for my glasses to fit in it. Cause I feel like my glasses are always like kind of
Yes.
wobbly in it. So that would
Yes.
be cool. That
Yes.
would be
And it will
nice.
have the same, like the hook
Hmm.
sections
Hmm.
will be like how the Blair clutch is, where it's elasticized so that it's nice and
Yes.
snug. And yeah,
Yes.
so we're making improvements on
Oh, nice. It's
every
still a
way.
lovely bag though.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I, use it as a regular purse sometimes because I just like it.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. Same, same, same. What else is there? Metal streamlines, metal streamlines. Let me see.
I think you were talking about the samples for the collector's boxes.
Yeah, they're here too. We're working on those.
Mm, nice.
Um, yes, Mandy, they will be similar to the previous wood ones, except they will be customized specifically for our product.
Mm,
Yeah, and we'll have options. That's all I'm going
mhm.
to say. So there'll be some customization available.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
so yeah, and then
That's cool.
Lindsay was wondering if it's hard to find manufacturers in the US. There are, yeah. I mean, so yes and no. So there are, oh, I have a weighted hook. That's my absolute favorite. So we have very specific criteria, and we are looking for a lot. I'm trying to let me just like gather my thoughts for a moment.
Mhm.
So what we consider many different factors when we're looking for vendors or manufacturers, and basically it is, we provide like a CAD drawing, um, and then compare the sample we get to how closely it matched. So sometimes you would think even if it's a machine made product, it would match, but
Mhm.
it doesn't. And so we take that into consideration. We take in um, cost. So a lot of times manufacturers, like the cost will vary greatly depending on different places or the volume that you can order or that they are able to manufacture, the specific machinery that is available depending on the different locations, whether or not they like there are so many factors. And so we take all of the sustainability, the turnaround time, the way items are shipped, any additional costs. That there are so many
So
things.
many variables.
It is so cool to kind of see this part of the process because it is not something I had been involved with previously. So it's been really eye-opening,
Mm,
to see all of the different variables when it comes to choosing someone to produce a product that we
mm,
want to bring to market.
mm.
Um, and so quality, integrity, um, and costs are big factors because we do want to make sure that what we bring to you is something that, like, we don't want it to be so unaffordable or unattainable if it doesn't warrant it, if that
Right.
makes sense. So we take a lot of different factors into consideration. So um yeah, I guess that's that. I don't know if that answered your question or not, or if I went too far the other way, but
No, I think that was a great answer. You know, definitely got to think about all the factors that go into it. It's not as simple as saying, "Hey, we want to make this hook, go make it." It's like a whole lot that goes into it. Are you all thinking about any other tools, like any other fiber artist tools, like crochet, not crochet, what do you call these things? Tunisian hooks and all of that.
yes. So now that we've been working on getting the drawings done, so the streamlined metal tips, that took the longest out of any of the processes, mostly because we wanted to make them the most ergonomic tip we could possibly make. And we took into consideration working with experts. We worked with, we talked about the research and development company who was able to. There's just so many exciting things that we took so many things into consideration, is what I should say, and it involved as many experts as we could.
Mhm.
And when we finally came out with a hook tip that we were happy with, um, we are now able to apply that to different product lines if they are machine made. So there are limitations to handmade hooks, which are currently our alpha hook, our streamline resin, and our streamline wood. Just because if they're hand carved, it is unrealistic to get the exact same thing every single time because
Mhm.
it's just, we can get close, and
Mhm.
so things are getting more precise as we can go, but it's handmade. It will
Yeah,
always be,
right.
they're handmade. Um, so speaking of handmade hooks, we did restock our Capricorn hook recently.
Woohoo.
This is one of my favorites. I just love it. And something that you can't get necessarily anywhere else is
Mine
just
is a shoulder.
the swirling and how unique each one is.
So pretty.
I love these ones. So today is actually, I believe, the last day of Capricorn season.
Oh.
Um, so once they're gone, they're not going to be restocked again until next season. So if
I
you,
think that was, sorry not to cut you off, but I think that was such a wise decision to make. It makes me think of Girl Scout cookies. So Girl Scout cookies are only available for a very specific time frame, right? If you miss that time frame, you can forget about it.
yeah,
So the same with our Zodiac hooks. They're
mhm.
available during that season, and when it's over, that's it. You gotta wait till next year. I love that. I think that's so smart.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Capricorn's my favorite. I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but I think she might be my favorite. I really, although I will say there's another season that starts then tomorrow,
Hmm.
which is Aquarius season.
That's right. It's my brother-in-law's season. Where's my Aquarius hook? Is this her?
Aquarius. These ones are going to be restocked on Monday.
Ew.
So if you're an Aquarian looking for your hook, or you just like blue,
I can't find my hook.
or you just want to add to your collection because you want to complete Furl's collection, these ones are coming Monday. So that's the restock. Deveter, what are you making?
I am making something that I did not gauge swatch. It's for a little teeny tiny person. Hold on, let me take my blur off.
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
take it off? How do I take off my blur? Go away, blur. Virtual background. Oh, it won't let me. I can't take it off. But it's a little romper.
That's adorable. That's actually, it didn't blur when you hold it up against in front of your face.
It's my face. So it's a pattern that I found.
Look at the little cuffs.
It is so cute. And
oh my gosh.
I found these butterfly buttons. I'm just gonna put everything on my face so that it'll show up, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're cute butterfly buttons that are gonna close up the little romper, and then I have to put the hood on and I have to do the other arm, and yeah, it's for a little baby shower that's coming for a little teeny tiny person.
That is adorable.
So cute. I am also making a blanket that's over there as a puff stitch butterfly. So I'm like,
for the same event? Or
yeah.
for some?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a blanket and a little romper.
Oh, I love that. It's so
I love baby stuff. They make me happy.
Right?
So
satisfying because then, they're done so much faster than an adult one.
I'm not making nothing for adults no more. My daughter's like, Mommy, I want a sweater. And I'm like, I got a gauge swatch. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just kidding. I'm probably going to make it
for what? I mean, know your limitations. We did talk about that. Do you want some dishcloths? How about some dishcloths? I'll monogram a dishcloth.
She's going to be like, what I'm going to do with this, Ma?
Dishes. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't even answer the question, did I? Know your strengths, Pam. Yeah. So basically what happened is now that we have those tips, we can start applying it to other products like Tunisian hooks. I am so grateful for the reminder. I really would have not finished that thought at all. So thank you, Tracy. I'm so sorry.
She's like, so you want to give us an answer or what, lady? So wait, are the Tunisian hooks still going to be wood, or are you guys thinking of metal Tunisian hooks?
Right now we're going to be working on just getting samples in different materials first and testing them and then deciding which one to start with. So, but honestly, it's mostly all hands on deck for these 2 new hook lines that we're hoping to launch this year. So we don't want to take away from that progress, but Tunisian is being worked on as we can, along with those collector boxes and new leather products. So everything's kind of in various stages, but the priority is those 2 new crochet hook lines. So
gotcha.
You're welcome, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Coletta, this is my daughters ask me for sweaters all the time. Like, I make dolls. You want a doll size sweater?
Because what am I making here now, sis? And she's like, oh, I have to find you the picture of what I want. I'm like, okay. So we shall see.
We shall see. Oh my goodness. So it's already been 40 minutes.
That's funny. We just
I mostly realized because my latte is ice cold, just like the weather outside. And I was like, oh, should that be hot? It's been too long. So lots of new product coming this year, as always.
It's going to be an awesome year. I'm excited.
New streamlined metal colors are coming.
Say what now?
They'll be coming sometime this year. I mean, the rest of the zodiacs, before anyone asks, I'm well aware. Well aware.
What's missing now?
Libra, Cancer, Scorpio.
Look, she got it off the top of her head. She's like, I know.
And it is because I we are I've been receiving different samples and working with our resin vendor, and it's mostly just about making sure that the hook we release is the perfect hook for that. I mean, Deveter, as a Scorpio,
Yep.
I had shown you before one of the samples, and you went, okay, and I went, all right then, and it got tossed. So
I was like, it's nice. It just didn't say like Scorpio, you know?
So please know that it's not, we are not trying to lead you on. It is nothing like that. It is just making sure that the sample is ready for, like, it is, and that it'll arrive on time. Because if it's going to, the seasons happen when they happen.
They happen
So
when they happen.
so please know, they are
I
happening.
love this. Donna said the Leo screams Leo. Like, I want it to scream Scorpio. Like, I want to look at it and be like, oh, yeah, this is a Scorpio hook, you know?
And actually, Deveter,
Mm-hmm.
I do have new Scorpio samples, so I can just show you after this, and you can give
Ooh.
your opinion, and I'll know whether or not we're on the right track here.
Okay.
So, because I take my job very seriously.
Very seriously.
Very
She
seriously.
doesn't play, y'all. She's serious about her job.
I am not joking. I know I'm kind of laughing, but it's because I take the last thing I need are for all those emails flooding in directed to me about how disappointed you are in your hook, because it happens. And
Aww.
I read those emails. So
Yeah.
please know that it is, if nothing else, it's because I'm afraid of Scorpios, and I want to make sure.
We're not scary, right, Haley? We're not scary.
The scariest water sign.
I disagree.
Okay.
Oh my God. We are a little intense. Okay. I'll give you that, Mandy. We are a little intense. Just a little.
I mean, you can put whatever adjective you want on it, Mandy, but the truth is, I know that it will be the Scorpios who have the strongest opinions on their hook.
I mean, your CEO.
The pressure I am feeling right now.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes.
And then Harrison's a Libra.
Right.
So,
those two gotta be right.
I don't think he's going to care.
I mean, I'm sure he will have a serious opinion of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They tend to be a little bit more. Libras are about beauty. So as long as it's beautiful, it should be fine. Okay. Scorpios have strong feelings about how things should be.
This is true. We do.
So I'm aware. I'm very aware. All I'm saying is, no. And only because the samples have not yet been approved. So it's not so much that I don't feel like telling you. We just received tons of colors just to see what the options are, because we've never done a streamlined metal in a different finish before or color. So we got a lot of them, and now we're just kind of narrowing them down. I feel like I know what my favorites are and what I think you all will love the most. But until I get the actual final ones, I've learned my lesson is what I've done.
Yes.
Speaking of growth.
Yes.
Knowing your strengths.
Because your beans, boy, oh boy, you would spill them, honey, with detail. Look, the beans wouldn't just be spilled. It would be spilled with detail.
There's past beans, future beans. They're all there. So when I say you all have a reputation, I am not joking.
I mean, I don't know.
Thank you for understanding. I appreciate that very much. So, all right.
Pam, this has been such a refreshing Friday for me. Let me tell you.
Same. Much
I have
needed.
truly missed hanging out with you.
You
Flavor
know I feel
Girls.
the same. See, look, lots of different. I love this. I love this. Okay.
I mean,
Nancy, it's why we gave Geminis 2 hooks. So like this
right,
way we doubled our odds.
right, 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 right. Which was really smart. I tell you that much.
Wasn't that fun? That was
Really,
so fun.
really smart. I loved it. I thought it was just such a great idea.
Gemini, the twins.
So cool. Such a great idea.
Should we do a giveaway?
Of course.
Let's do a giveaway. All right. We are going to do, what should we do? $25 in Furls credits.
Ooh.
Okay. So essentially a gift card.
Get what you want.
Get what you want.
Get what you want. Save it.
I almost said, do you want the Corpican? The Capricorn?
What's that?
The Scorpion. You know what? Whatever. You want a Capricorn hook, you can go get it. Do you want Aquarius hook? Wait till Monday. Want the Scorpio? This way, at least you have time and the money's sitting there.
Yeah, like, just save it.
It's like a down payment.
I love it.
Waiting for the right product, right? Okay. So I am going to scroll. And you're going to tell me, Deveter.
All right. And are you scrolling?
Yes.
Okay. Stop.
Where did my mouse go? Whoa. Lindsay. -2 here in Nebraska. You deserve.
You deserve.
So
I deserve it. Congratulations.
I am writing this down right now so that I don't forget. Okay.
So Jen is talking about the Nautilus, and when I tell you that when I opened up my hooks, I was floored. Like, Pam, who came up with this design? Because y'all did the darn thing.
I was curious what it would look like.
Y'all
did. So it had to do with a second. So actually, I can show you if you want to see where the idea came from.
Yes. Thank you for mentioning this. I can't remember who I said.
So, right, because it was the half and the half. And so then I was like, well, what would happen if we did that on purpose? Because eventually, I'm sure you all could imagine, we have a lot of different resin hooks over the years. And eventually the color combinations, you think you have a great idea and then you're like, oh, I guess that was already done. Or, how do I make that different? Or, and so then at first it was just a glitter band in the middle to kind of divide it up. And then I'm like, what about foil? So it was a test to see
the way the foil is suspended in there. Holy cannoli.
Yeah.
I love this hook.
Isn't it pretty?
I love this hook, and I want it in all the colors. Just putting it out there. I want a pink tip with some silver or gold foil, and I don't know what color I want on the bottom, but I just want all the colors because
they're pretty, huh? And the tray.
I was like, honey, look. He was like, what am I looking at? I was like, look at this tray. He was like, okay, it's nice.
It was an experiment. It was something we had never done before. And we, like I said, we kind of want to push the boundaries of what is possible. So
this was an experiment gone extremely well. Seriously. Like,
thank you.
You guys deserve all the kudos for making this happen.
I think it's really pretty. We didn't see happening until, because when you're also doing little like samples, you're only getting maybe 20 hooks just to see what the variation could be. And, so sometimes you don't actually see what or when the entire purchase order is done and you
Mm.
thousands of hooks, and then you can see that, oh, we didn't know this would happen, but with the foil, when the foil is heated,
Mhm.
it can change color.
Oh.
So that's why the hooks, it's all the same foil, but they go from like a really pretty rose gold
Mhm.
to a copper. So it just depends on I actually don't know what it depends on.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah. I
if
just
it
noticed that.
yeah, so if it's heated a little bit longer, maybe, or maybe it's um the curing time. Like I'm not 100% sure how that
I don't
happens,
care. I don't care.
but they're really pretty, huh? I really like them
Y'all
too. I'm
killed it
so
on
glad
this.
you did.
Like this hook, when I took it out the box, I just stared at them. I was like, oh my God. And then when I opened up the tray, I'm just like, this is beautiful.
I'm so
Beautiful,
glad you
beautiful,
like it.
beautiful. Kudos to you all. Y'all really did an amazing job. And I can't wait to see more
Well, thank you.
foil, like suspended hooks. They're cool.
I honestly think the tray is my favorite though. Because we've never done a resin tray before either. So yeah, she's
I,
pretty.
and this blue.
Yeah.
Shut the front door. Like, what? It's beautiful. It's
Well,
beautiful.
thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank
Has the
you.
stamp on the. Y'all
It
can't see
does.
it. Look at this. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm stop gushing.
Oh, that makes me so happy though. Thank
They're
you. I'm
beautiful.
really, really happy that you like it.
Yeah, they're
So
beautiful.
more matching
Definitely a
trays. Okay.
showpiece. Yes, more
Okay. Well,
matching trays. Yeah.
so Lindsay,
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't say this part. Please email support at furlscrochet.com. Subject line winner, and we will be able to get you your $25 Furls credits. That's what I said, right? Let's
Yes.
do one more winner just because I like pairs. Okay, ready?
Do it.
Okay, I'm scrolling.
All right. And stop.
Oh,
Mandy.
sure, Mandy.
I love it. I love it. We couldn't have orchestrated that better. I love that. That was cool. Congratulations, Mandy.
Oh, that's funny. Mandy, please also email support@furlscrochet.com, subject line winner, and we will get you your $25 in store credits. Should we do
Yay.
this next week?
I say yes.
Okay. If you didn't win today, or you're watching the replay and you're like, hey, I want money, tune in next Friday, same time, and we'll do it again.
I
Sound
say
good?
I say let's do it again.
Oh, we may or may not have something launching next Friday. All right, everyone, we'll see you next week.